What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about 16 different altcoins today. You may have noticed that I moved the office into a garage, and that's because I'm at my in-laws' house for the next couple days. So I'll be doing videos in this format, I guess. I mean, in this scenery for the next couple days, but not too much will change. Just the little box that I'm in down here. Anyways. Without any further ado, let's get into it. Here's the list. I will pause the music for those of you who are thinking it's distracting. For those of you who are loving it, enjoy it while it lasts. Hit that like button, subscribe if you can, and let's get started. So we're going to talk about we're going to talk about BSV, Omni, Mobile, PNG, NCT, LCX, Render, XEP, Aurora, Solana, Cubic-based AI, OG Pepe, DIA, Moonbeam, 0x0, and that's it. I will be giving requests as we go through. I feel like helps with the flow of things if I just do the list of cryptos first and then give shout outs as we go through. I am going to try to leave a list of the cryptos in the description of this video. So if you're watching this video, check that description if there's any coins in here that you might find interesting or that you might not find interesting. That way, if this video isn't for you, it's not for you. But I feel like videos like this, man, they're great because if we go through a bunch of different coins that we're reviewing or that I'm reviewing for you guys, and a lot of you, maybe you've heard of these coins, maybe you haven't, maybe you've checked in on them before, you thought they were good, but it's been a while since you've checked in on them, and then refreshing the mind or opening the mind to new things on the charts and new opportunities for investments or short-term plays or long-term plays. That's kind of the benefit of videos like these. So even if there's a coin that you don't like, it might be worth, or not that you don't like it, just there's not a coin that you've heard of that would interest you on here, might be worth checking out because sometimes there are some winners. Anyways, going through 16 of them now. Let's get started. Here we go. We're going to start off with BSV for Smooth Operator. Hit that like button and subscribe one last time, and we're getting on it. So let's see. On crypto, sure. Is this the best chart to use? BSV USDC. Yeah, it might be. Let's do just USD again. We'll just go on crypto. That's okay. I feel like there's more history to it, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't know the chart of BSV too well. Looking at BSV for what it's worth on the monthly, you do look like you're at an area where it would make sense to hold support. If you were to go lower, I would expect that you wouldn't go too much lower than that low. That might even be your low as of right now, but you could go lower. It wouldn't be crazy for you to pull back to the 236 normally in circumstances like this, but that would break you back into your accumulation range. What's the normal thing to do as of right now, in my opinion, would be to hold support at this previous area that you found resistance at time and time again, and maybe that line needs to be moved down a little bit. I don't know. In your whole accumulation phase here, finding support here is crucial. So I would think that it does do that. But the way that weekly RSI, it's not too bad. I don't like it. Looks like it kind of broke this structure, but not really. I don't know. It's not condemning. Maybe you go a little bit lower. You bounce off of 40, something like that, but you don't go below that low. Maybe you close around here, but you don't go below it. And if you do, it wouldn't be by much. That's kind of my thoughts. Looking at the daily, yeah, I would think so. Yeah, I think you do want to go a little bit lower from here. Again, I'm not convinced that you'll go lower than this low. You could, and again, if you do, it'll be a little bit, but that's kind of my thoughts for BSV right now. Ultimately, it'll probably go up, but from here, I am expecting it to mosey on down, probably to a price around like $57 to $62, somewhere in that range. If not a little bit lower, but just a little bit, man. At the lowest, like 52, 53. I wouldn't think that you'd go much lower than that, but that's BSV. Let's talk now about Omni and Mobile for Mr. Goldstar OG. USDC is what he wanted. Omni on USDC. Very new. He said USDC. If I took away the USDC, you don't really have that much more. But you did specify and say you wanted USDC. So we're looking at it on USDC. There's not a lot of history, so this is not going to be helpful, unfortunately. Maybe it's on Deck Screener. Omni. Nope. Nope. All right. I don't really know what to do with this, man. It could go down, it could go up. There's not enough to go off of. I don't feel valid in doing technical analysis on something like this. For what it's worth, as of right now, you look like you could go up. You're in a position where you could bounce just based off of the RSI and just kind of how you look with the fibs. But is this accurate? Is this worth? Like, there's not that much liquidity. It's so new. You could really just see a move that tanks you beyond that, even off the charts, or maybe you pump, or maybe you do nothing. I don't know. Based off the RSI on the 1 hour here, I suppose you look all right for a move up right now. But that's the 1 hour. Who knows? In a day from now, that could change. Bullish divergence on the 15-minute. Yeah, you probably do move up over the coming hours, but who knows? This whole idea could change in the next 8 hours, or maybe you're at new all-time highs on this chart. I don't know, but I don't feel completely confident in anything that I would project for this. So USDC for mobile, there is no USDC. You did say you wanted the USDC pair though, Gold Star OG. So unfortunately, I can't give that to you here. So I am going to do USD on Coinbase. This one has a bit more history, just a little bit more. And if it's the wrong charts, man, just let me know. I'm happy to do the video again. Just help me out, because from what I'm seeing here, I can't find anything that matches what you're looking for. Anyways, still though, we do have mobile, Helium Mobile here, high to low. At your 382, I would expect you come back to your 0.00242 area. So $0.00242, that's the price area that I'm looking for. That is your breakout point of this accumulation phase down here on this little short, small consolidation, accumulation, whatever you want to call it. If this were to be constructive, if this was your bottoming zone and you're not going lower, you would like to see support at the previous areas of resistance, which coincide very well with this 236 right here. So from your significant high to low on this thing, I feel like it's been around longer than this. Maybe it hasn't. I don't know. Yeah, it has. Still relevant though. Still absolutely relevant. So, because that's your most relative fib. So, yeah. Well, how much did you drop? I'm just curious. Overall. Yeah, that's nice. That might be your low, man. Generally speaking, I've said this time and time again. Not time and time again. Really, I've only been saying it for the past couple weeks. I might have said it here or there throughout the channel's existence, but I feel like this keeps coming up because we talk about some new coins. When you get listed on Coinbase, after you have that initial pump, if you do have that initial pump, it's very common to drop like 60 to 70%. You drop 75%. So I think that's good. You got listed on Coinbase, you're at the end of your run, right? If we look at it on this right here, you're moving up. This is probably Coinbase buying or like loading up, right? Taking things off the open market so that they can put it on Coinbase, or if mobile, if they happen to hook Coinbase up and Coinbase didn't have to buy it, still that's liquidity taken out of the market. Less liquidity equals easier to move the prices. You'll always see exchanges listing things around the highs. You'll always see that. So even though, yes, it did climb a little bit. I say always. It's like 98% of the time. Even though it did climb a little bit afterwards, still a lot near the highs. And Coinbase, after this listing, dropping that much, I think that's pretty normal. So before I fumble my words any further, let's move on from this one. I very much do believe you're going to move down to about $0.00242. And that's really all I had to say from the beginning. That's just kind of the genuine assumption here. Yeah. All right, that's that. Let's move on to PNG and NCT for Cactus. PNG. I'm assuming you just said PNG-NCT, but I'm assuming you mean both cryptos. On a weekly basis here, we look at Pangolin. You look like you've had a phenomenal run up, haven't you? And let's just see this kind of idea, right? You got listed on Coinbase here. Here's your high. To your low, you dropped 90%. So just kind of showing you, right, that when something gets listed on Coinbase, it's not normally a good thing. It's a good thing if you've been holding it before, but it's not a good thing. You know, if this chart existed before Coinbase, I'm sure it looks something like this, right? But as soon as you get listed on a big exchange, it's very rare that you continue going higher, like dramatically higher. It's common enough to where that does happen, you know, a little bit, but like it's not sustainable. So sometimes you do get that one last little pump, but oftentimes you, regardless of the pump, you'll go down way further than the listing price itself over the months to come, if not weeks or days. Anyways, I'm spending too much time talking about that. Weekly RSI has bearish divergence already fulfilled. I would say you are consolidating up here. The RSI looks nice. I like it. On a daily perspective, it's not as good, but it's not terrible. Rather neutral, and your price action's neutral. You're still consolidating. I'm going to give it to the bears, though. I think you're going to break down, and that's okay. You might not. You might just continue to move sideways, kind of as you did here, right? Like you don't, maybe you do move down, but it's not dramatically lower. Maybe you do move lower than any low you have here, but still it's not like dramatically lower. Maybe it's not some crazy move down. You held the green line before. Maybe you hold it here at about 29 cents, 27 cents, somewhere around there over the coming days. Let's look at the 4 hour. It's so neutral. It's not giving me enough. I would say just leaning on the 123 moving average on the daily and the 4 hour here. I think you are going to go a little bit lower. Weekly RSI could go lower and it would be fine. So I'm going to stick with that idea that you do. If I'm wrong, man, like it really wouldn't be crazy. You could be moving up to 52, 53 cents right now. It's hard to say. I would think you're either going to move down or you're going to move sideways. That's my thoughts from here. 32 cents. Around 30 to 32 cents. You're at 39 cents now. Something like that. That's what I see. And then you'll consolidate more and then you'll break out. Pangolin looking strong is what you're looking like. A 90% pullback, man, after a big exchange listing. That's a big deal, I think. That gives some opportunity right there, man. PNG. Let's look at NCT. Obviously, that opportunity is long gone for anybody looking, but I don't know. What's Pangolin at right now? $84 million, $85 million. So, I mean, I guess that opportunity is not too far gone, but they do have a very undiluted supply. So that could be problematic in the future, maybe throughout the cycle. Who knows how much that'll get held back. 210 million is still pretty low, though. Still definitely beginning times for Pangolin, either way, however you look at it. Polyswarm here. Also, again, for Cactus, looking at the high to the low here, relative high to low. I don't even know if this is an appropriate price to draw from. You hit your 1618, you bounce off your 886. I do think that's your low. I like that a lot. If not, you're going to go down and form a double low, but I just want to make sure. Yeah, that's a valid wick. At least it seems to be. Maybe on MEXC. Yeah, it's a valid wick. All right, we're going to go with it then on Coinbase here. Yeah, looks good, man. If you go lower, I would be surprised. I'd be very surprised if you went lower than 1.9 cent. You're at 2.18 cent now. If you went below 1.98 cents, I would be a bit surprised. It could happen. You could move to like, I suppose 1.45 to 1.76. You could move into that area and it would look fine on the chart. It's just with what you're doing right now, I'm kind of under the impression that you're going to hold support here based off the fibs. Daily RSI looks fine. Does look sad. Come on now. Why won't you blow up? Oh, so I've got the brush on. Yeah, it does look like it wants to go down a little bit. You might form a double bottom. You might come back down to that 1.98, 1.99 cent area. But I'm not anticipating that you break it. I think it'll hold and then you'll move up from there. Probably. But if not, 786 to the 69, 618 I should say, 1.775 cents to potentially 1.46 cents. That's NCT. Let's look at LCX for Hey Ghosty. On Coinbase here. Looking at it on the weekly. Nice little bottoming pattern here with the Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve, I like that a lot. High to low, went up to your 1618, holding the 1272 as support. I love to see that. I think that might be your low. You're consolidating here. You probably do want to move higher. If not, if I'm wrong, you could move as low as about 13.6 cents, even down to 9 cents. You're at 29.7 cents now. But at the moment, I'm inclined to believe that you're consolidating. You're consolidating in this area here, and then you're going to move higher afterwards. Yeah, you're very resilient, man. If you move lower from here, I don't think you're going to go lower than that low. Like, you could go lower than 26 cents, maybe just below 26 cents or something like that. But I mean, at the lowest, really, I would think 22 cents might be on the table, 22 to 26 cents, and that's if you go lower. You might go lower. You might do that, 22 to 26 cents first. Consolidate in this area as you've been doing until you break out and move higher. That's my thoughts for LCX. Render for Cruarza or KRUarza, I don't know. Render. I got a family friend who is interested in Render. I don't know if he bought. I hope he did. He was talking to me about it earlier, like in January. That would have been a nice little bit. Yeah, he would have been up a little bit, but I don't know. It's still early, man. It's even if you missed like all this, man, it's still early. Not just for Render, for a lot of things. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. I do, actually. It's pretty well respected. Just didn't top off at like a normal area, but whatever. Who cares? It doesn't have to. You might be moving back to 496. Might be. I really like the weekly RSI right now. You could be at a key area to bounce too, though. Daily RSI doesn't look terrible. It also has the possibility to bounce. Maybe I should take a more relative fib. Yeah, I think you are going lower. What was it that I said before? 496. It could happen. Yeah, that'd be like just below the 6-9 zone here, in between the 786. Maybe go to 450, or maybe even a little bit lower than that. You could go to $4 lower. I think you're going to go lower, Render, and that's okay. Maybe not. Let me think. I don't know, man. Let me look at the daily. I think you're going lower. I do. I think this would have been your chance to move higher. You kind of even broke this structure a little bit. You had all the right things going for you, and you gave it up. You didn't get any follow-through volume. I think you're going lower. Probably, again, $4.96 to $4, but around that I'd say 450 to 496 area. That's my thoughts for Render. Yeah, final closing thoughts there. We're going to talk about XEP for Mr. Matt K, because I can't pronounce his last name. I've talked about this before. I've had a few of you ask for me to do this, and I've talked about it. So I wonder if you guys missed the last video, or maybe you saw it and you just want another video, but I don't know. Normally, if I do a video and you request the same thing within a 24-hour period after I made it, I'll just say, hey, here's this video, check that out. Sometimes I'll send a link, but if I don't have time, and lately I've had a very busy schedule, I won't send the link. I'll just mention that I posted it. But it's pretty easy, man. You can just go through my videos. You can just click on my channel, go through my videos, and they're all here. I know this is lagging behind, but anyways, XCP rejected a common area, found support at the common area after the rejection with a solid bounce. I like it. Not a lot of volume. That's the one sad thing, but you're on MEXC, so whatever. Oh, this could be a bull trap, bro. Oh, that might be a bull trap. You might be going down. Yeah, it was looking good. Not going to lie, that's a nice reaction, but it looks like a trap. It really does. Yeah, I think you're going to go low. I think you're going to go to 0.00076 around there. Potentially lower, but around there is what I think, XCP. And then inevitably probably higher. It's a decent looking structure. Weekly RSI looks nice. If you don't go that low, you might form a higher low. There is hope, but I just can't help but feel like this is a bull trap. We'll see. Time will tell. If it is, you're going to start moving down more today and tomorrow, like over the next week probably is when you'd see that move come in, I would think. If not come in, it'd be pretty damn close to completion. Aurora for Mike Ike. And you said Aurora on, was it on Omni? I forget what it was. What did you say? I can't look at it, unfortunately. I don't know. I hope this is it. Oh, you said on near. Aurora on near. Can I do that? Which one's near? It's that. Which I believe would be this. Near. Wrapped near. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, 24-hour volume's 11K. Okay, I thought it said $11 at first. I'm like, you don't want that. 11K is still low, but whatever. It's better than $11, that's for sure. So looking at Aurora wrapped on near. Interesting, kind of a weird chart. Very bullish, though. I might need some help here. Let's see. Yeah. I don't know. Lower. I think so. Lower. So you can't find support at the 382. Let's look to find support around 17 cents. More likely 12.3 cents. You'll get a nice little 123 action there. 123 with 12.3 cents. 123, right? If not 10 cents at the 6.9 there. 618, 6.9, 12.3 to 10.18 cents is my guess. I think you're going down. That was for Mike Ike, and then Solana also for Mike Ike. Solana. Looking like it wants to go lower. Easy peasy, man. Definitely thinking it wants to go lower. So from this low to this high, nope. I would guess 113 is on the table at a minimum, if not 103. Potentially prices as low as 86, even like 70s, even to the 70s. But let's look at that 103 to 113 level first. Let's check that out and see how that does. I definitely think you're going lower. Extremely confident in that. Yeah, that's a harsh rejection there, man. Getting rejected off the 0.5 is not normally a good thing. It's not common. It's not completely rare, but it's less common, that's for sure. And then rejecting the 50 here, yeah, I don't know. I think it's going lower. At least 113, if not around that 100 area. You really could hold that, but don't be surprised if you go as low as like below $80 even. But for now, 113 to 103 is what we're going to look at. Let's move down to Cubic for Saints Scholars. Cubic. On Bitmart. Looks bullish from its current price. Yeah, it might move up. You might move up. I like the 4 hour. It's an ugly chart. It's not the best looking chart in the whole world. It's brand new. It's kind of wonky. It's just up and down, right? It's like in this little range. You look like you're at the bottom of it. You probably want to see an extension based off of this move here from this. Nope, that's not the high. From this high to that low, you can see, what is that? 4 zeros, 5 zeros. What is that? 2, 3. 4 zeros, 366 to 4 zeros, 417. If not higher. But I would bet you probably hold resistance in that area. 4 zeros, 366 to 4 zeros, 417. Somewhere in that area is what I think you're doing. Up. I doubt you go lower. If you do, it's not going to be by much. You're not going to go below that low, but it's probably a good time to accumulate if you're looking for a short-term move. If you're looking for a long-term move, it's at the bottom of its range, so also a good time to accumulate. But I don't know enough about this one to make a long-term assessment. There's not enough data. Based AI. Looks like we're going to need DEX screener. Maybe. Hold on. Yeah, we got it here. Yeah, this will be fine. Let's make sure that it's good, though. Yeah, I think it's fine. Yeah, okay. High to low, nice move. Deep extension hit back below the 1618. Probably going to the 1272 at around 278. You're at 499 right now. Damn, that's a big drop. You could hold 390s, the 390 area specifically. It's not uncommon to hold the 1414 as support. I would just more expect that 1272. But being that you hit the deep extension at the 1886, you really could hold that 1414. So look for support around 390. If not, you're going to about 280, 270s, somewhere in there. See if that agrees on the daily. Daily looks like ass. Yeah, you look like you want to go lower. Do we have anything else that can agree with that? Low here to this high. Shout out to my Papa if he's watching. I forgot. I need to text you back, Papa. I'm sorry. I meant to. I've been busy. That's no excuse, but it is an excuse, and that's not good enough. But anyways, 216, man. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that 236 lines up very well with the 1414. So you might wick below this 236 right here, but hold that area. I think so. Look for support around 390. About $1 lower is what I'm thinking for based AI. OG Pepe. Now, you said OG Pepe. I don't know if this is OG Pepe or not, but I'm assuming it's not just Pepe, right? You would just say Pepe. This chart is weird, so we're going to type it in here. I don't know. Is it just Pepe? Is it Pepe on Sol? I don't know. I had someone else try to tell me OG Pepe, but they couldn't give me the ticker. If this is it, looks like it wants to keep going up, but it's such a weird chart. I would stay away from it. I would say, well, like what? You were up 1,700% yesterday. Maybe it continues to go up. I don't know, man. Maybe this isn't the coin you're talking about. If you're asking just for Pepe and you just said OG Pepe, but you mean this one, which I'm doubting, but I don't know. Pepe probably goes down. You probably see the price of Pepe, if this is OG or not. Is that 6 zeros or 5 zeros? I think that's 5 zeros. If it's 6 zeros, then just treat my 5s as 6s. But you're going to go down to 5 zeros, 645, or 5 zeros, 5 sevens, around there. I would think you hold the 5057 area if you were to go down there. But I'm hopeful you can hold support at that 50645 area. Lower nonetheless. Yeah, in the more immediate term, over the days to come. But I don't think you're gonna. I really think you'll hold this area and then you'll move up higher. You're probably going to consolidate in this area for the weeks to come, like weeks, if not all of May, most of May, like over half of it. But that might not even be the one you wanted. So unfortunately, you guys talk about OG Pepe, and I don't know. You tell me OG Pepe, but I don't have a ticker. And if it's just Pepe, I don't know. I don't know which one is the right one. I normally go with the one that has the most historical data or the most volume or both. DIA, this is another one. You said it was a crypto. Base AI and OG Pepe was for Wannabe. Shout out to Wannabe. DIA for Robert McCormick. It says DIA token. And see, I've looked it up on here before, actually, if I go back. Right here, DIA. There's nothing else other than this. So I'm assuming this is the one you want me to do. I'm assuming. But you said it was something else. It was like a decentralized something asset, investment asset, or investing asset. Or I think that's what it stands for. But I don't. Maybe this is the one. I don't know. Low to high, looking like you're holding support at a nice area. I like the RSI. I don't mind the price action. Daily RSI is not as encouraging, but I like the price action, man. If you can hold above 48.36 cents, you might break this downtrend in your daily RSI. You might be looking like you want to move higher. I'm going to go with it. I'm going to say you're moving higher. Let's look for a move up to about 59.2 cents. You're at 49.9 cents now, so about 9 cents higher, something like that from here is your more immediate move. You probably don't just move straight up from here, right? Oh, that's not what I was trying to do. You don't just do that, but you might move up to here, come back down to your 382, find support, move up, find support, like who knows. You're probably going to consolidate for a while, but immediately look for a move up to 59 cents. That's my thoughts. We're going to finish this up with Moonbeam and 0x0, and that's that. So Moonbeam for Mr. Mohammed El-Mensi. What is Moonbeam? Is it GLMR? Isn't that what it is? Yeah, that's Moonbeam. So remember, it's Glimmer, it's Moonbeam, it's like the same thing. Kraken might be good. Binance, I don't like that. Scamwick, crypto looks good. We're probably going to use Kraken though. Yeah, I think that's okay. High to low. 2272, found resistance there on a closing basis. Tipped the 2618, beautiful. Kind of a double top in this area. Back down to your 786. Interesting. Not that interesting. I say interesting sometimes and I'm like moving on. It's really not that interesting. So that's a straight rejection. So yeah, you probably have, if you haven't completed, all right, yeah, you're going lower. I think so. I do think so, yeah. You're probably going down, Mohammed. Bouncing off the 1272 and rejecting off the 886 is not a friendly maneuver, man. So I would think the next level is called for, if not the 1618. So look for a price. You're at 29.6 cents now. Look for a price around 23.4 cents. If not, see you down at about 20 cents. I'm very confident in that. I would think you hold that as support, though. I would. I'm not expecting a lower low, although it could happen, but I'm not expecting it. I'm still not sure if Moonbeam is a legit project or not. I don't know enough about the tokenomics, man. I hate coins. Why are you private with your tokenomics? Why can't I know? I'm investing in you. Why can't I know? I'm not investing in it. I'm just speaking, you know, as if I was someone who was interested, because maybe you are, you know. And why aren't you allowed to know the tokenomics? I don't know. Maybe I'm ignorant. Maybe I didn't look up the right sources, but they don't have a page on their website that shows tokenomics, and maybe it says it somewhere else, but I tried to find it and I couldn't. But I don't know. I could be silly. Let's see. CRX0 AI. This one's been requested here and there recently. 2272 hit. 1414 area of support. Finding resistance at the 1618 as of now. Yes. Probably lower. You probably do. You go to about like 23.7 cents. You're at 28.5 now. If you don't, I would think you hold that 23 to 24 cent area. I would think so. Yeah, 23.7 cents specifically, right around there. Could be wrong, but I think you're going to hold that. Anyways, that's it. That's all I got. If there was one that I would say is the winner, I don't know, man. There are some that look promising in the weeks to come, but maybe not in the immediate term. A lot of these look like they're just going to move up a little bit in the immediate term and just consolidate. I don't know. PNG kind of stood out to me with Cactus, so might give it to you, Cactus. PNG might be the winner for tonight, but I feel like I might be missing something. I don't know. Yeah, I guess we'll give it to Cactus with PNG. Cactus, you're the winner. I think that one does, like a lot of these, not a lot of these, but like a few of these, it looks like it wants to move up a little bit in the more immediate term, but probably just consolidate first. Really, it's going to be boring. Maybe PNG looked like it wanted to move down even. I'm just more excited for the aftermath because I remember the chart itself. Yeah, okay, so I lied. I'm sorry. PNG wants to move down. That wouldn't be fair, Cactus. You can't win, man. It's moving down. It's going to move down immediately. So would it be... I don't remember which one looks like it's going to go up, man. Was it NCT? Ignore this last part, you guys. No, NCT looks like it wants to go down a little bit too. Maybe it was Aurora. Nope, it wasn't Aurora. Was it Cubic? Man, I'm really grasping at straws here. You guys, I'm sleep deprived right now. It's been a hell of a day. Maybe it was Cubic. We're going to give it to Cubic. Cubic, who requested it, was Saints Scholars. So we're going to give it to you, Saints, because that one looks like it wants to move up in the more medium term. And I'm sure there are other ones that I mentioned too, but by default you're getting it. Whether it looks like it wants to move up the most in the shortest amount of time. I think it would, man. It's actually a nice bit of gains in a short amount of time. 52%, 73%. We're giving it to Cubic. So Saints Scholars, you win this one. That was a bit of a fiasco at the end there, guys. I hope you had a good time. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you all for coming. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.